Hey guys, and welcome to Tiger Paw Collectibles. Today is going to be a bit of a different video, but something that I really want to dive into more often. We upload every Thursdays, by the way, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss another video. Today I really want to dive in and talk about Funko Pops. I adore Funko Pops, and I have quite a lot. I'm building a wall. Maybe I can show off the wall one day. Anyway, I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers, no shock. Now we have things like the Lightning Collection, which sadly has died, but it was really fantastic for what it was. We also have the Power Ranger Funko Pops. Now Power Ranger Funko Pops always rely on Mighty Morphin. We've only really had 3 sets of Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Funko Pops. We had the original ones, which were decent. We then had the movie ones, which were the 2017 movies. Then we had the redone ones that had all the main characters hold their weapons, which is really cool. I'm really glad they redid them. They had new poses and stuff. Funko Pops really advanced in their designs and figures and, you know, poses, what they're holding and all sorts of stuff over the last couple of years. I've been collecting Funko Pops since I was 17, so it's been almost 10 years worth of collecting Funko Pops, and you can really see how they've changed and adapted their ways of making Funko Pops. But that does fall under something that I have a massive issue with. I have a problem with the fact that certain things always go to the original. For example, what I mean by that is Power Rangers is a franchise that is 30 years old. But we always ever only dive into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Who's the main Power Ranger in Power Ranger Cosmic Fury that comes and helps the team? Oh, it's Billy, the blue Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. What's the only show that always gets a character in a anniversary franchise, like crossover? Oh, it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That being Jason, Tommy, and now Billy. What's the one series that's had a Netflix special? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I understand it's the OG and I respect it, but there are other seasons in Power Rangers. There's 30 years worth of content, and Funko Pop could really do with diving into the other seasons. So today I want to talk to you about how I would set up a wave of Power Ranger Funko Pops. Now, saying this, I'm diving in with Wild Force first. Why Wild Force first? Because it's my favourite season of all time, and it's the season that I grew up with. So, let's dive in, shall we? For Wave 1, obviously, is going to be the main 5... We're going to do the main 5 Rangers. With the main 5 Rangers, I want them to be like the Mighty Morphin newest set with holding their weapons. The weapons are very unique and very stylized to them. You know, we have the shark fins, the bison axe, we have a fucking eagle sword, all sorts of stuff. So that's Wave 1. I want the 5 Rangers nicely suited. You know, the visors would look really dope as Funko Pops as well. Put them in nice stances and things like that. For Wave 2, I want to dive in and mix it up a bit. So, let's say we're sticking with like 5 to 6 Funko Pops per wave, because that's what usually happens anyway. I want to do Master Org, because obviously we have to include the bad guys. Toxica and Gingerx, because I think they'd be really adorable as Funko Pops, especially Gingerx. We're going to include Zenaku into this, and the Silver Wolf Ranger. Now I know what you're thinking, why on earth would we put the Silver Wolf Ranger in Wave 2? Well, that's because he comes from Zenaku, and I think it'd be really cool to put them two together. I think a Zenaku one would be absolutely amazing, though, let's be honest. And then to round off Wave 2, we're gonna add one other org, and that is the org that Merrick defeats for the very first time. The org that's built from all the different Zords. I don't actually know what it's called, but the one with the amalgamation of all the auxiliary Zords. I think that would be really epically awesome. Okay, so for Wave 3, I feel like we need some more, the fact that they wear their really cool jackets, and each one is stylized for their specific character. But we also have some little things like Merrick's jacket's a lot different to Cole's. Cole's rips his sleeves and turns one into a bandana, you know, stuff like this. So what are we on, Wave 3? Wave 3 is going to be their, civilian forms? Yeah, civilian forms, with their really cool jackets. I think they'll be really cool. One thing you could do is include their animal crystals like in their hand. Maybe all of them are holding it in a really cool way. Maybe it's really funky. Maybe have Cole like hold one and then hold a picture of his parents or something. Maybe that would be really dope. If you really wanted to like make each one unique, you could have Max holding his but with a bowling ball. Give Taylor, I think Taylor's the only one you can't really put anything in her hand because she was a pilot. But one thing you could do, just saying, is Danny could have flowers because obviously he does fall in love with that girl. And then Alyssa could have a set of books in her hand holding hers. I know they'd be really small, they wouldn't have much detail to them, but, you know, it's still cool to have their animal crystals in hand. Now, obviously, this is all hypothetical, and this is just me kind of wishing, I guess. I don't know exactly how many waves they do on Wild Force, but I'm just gonna roll the boat here. If I could add extra ones, so let's just say that's it, but if I could add extra ones, then I'd have to add all of the Megazords. The way that I do this is I do the Wild Force Megazord, I do the Conga Megazord, the Isis Megazord, Predazord, and then obviously we have Animus. So I'd have all of them, but I wouldn't do it so you have like the Wild Force Megazord with like normal and then Wild Force Megazord with the bears or anything. Don't do that, that's silly. What I would do is just do it so you have all 5, and that then represents all of the Zords, because eventually all of the Zords link to, you know, the different Megazords. The only one that wouldn't really be represented is the Elephant Zord, and I don't really know how you're gonna make that apparent. A few more that you could do, just to throw it out there, is you could have 2 other variations of Cole. One variation of Cole is him holding the sword. Now, obviously, all 5 Rangers kind of like hold on to him when he holds the combined weapon, but it would be cool to have Cole holding the combined sword. That'd be really neat. The other variation of Cole you could have is him standing there wearing the Animarium armor, which is the wings and armor chest piece that he gets, his battleizer that he gets. That'd be really dope. If they ever wanted to do variations of things, something they could do, which I think would be really effing awesome, is there is an episode of Power Rangers where there's Shadow Rangers. They all look exactly the same. They're all black, blacked out versions of the Power Rangers, but their headpieces look really dope in that black color and things. So you could make the Shadow Rangers, or whatever they're called, you could make them a part of like just like an exclusive or something. Another thing you could do as well is if you have the Predazord as a Megazord, you could do Zenaku's variation of it. It's exactly the same in looks, but the crocodile alligator chest piece does actually sit out of its chest, but also the headpiece is closed, the mouth of the headpiece is closed, and it does have a horn, making it a bit more evil. So you could do that as well. Another variation that you could do of Merrick is put him in his Animarium Warrior clothes, because the Animarium Warriors do actually look pretty nifty. Of course, there's Princess Sheila. Now, I didn't really mention her because I didn't really know what you could do with her, but there's definitely her. You could definitely put her as a Funko Pop. I think that'd be kind of neat. Something else as well is you could give us Kite, but I don't think that would really work. I don't think many people would be cared about that. But yeah, that's what I'd do if we could have a Funko Pop set of Wild Force Rangers. I think that'd be really, really awesome. Let me know what you guys think of my ideas for a Funko Pop set of Power Rangers Wild Force. Of course, just quick rundown, we'd have all 5 Rangers holding their weapons, all 5 Rangers in their normal suits, you know, their normal civilian clothes. We'd have all 5 Megazords. We'd have the bad guys being Master Org, can't even fucking speak. Master Org, Toxica, Gindrax, and Zenaku, and then the Animal Crystal Org. Then we'd have Merrick and his Power Ranger form coinciding with Zenaku, obviously. And then just to throw out some exclusives, we could have the Shadow Rangers, the faded out black versions of the Wild Force Rangers, which are really cool. We could also have Cole holding the combined weapon. We could have Cole in his Animarium armor, which would be absolutely awesome. And then we could add maybe things like Sheila and Kite, possibly. That might work. Now, one thing that Funko Pops always do are there's also big figs and there's also scene sets. So when it comes to that particular thing, the two things that come to mind. So for the scene set, there's several things you could do here. But the two that I came up with is you could actually have what's it called? I cannot remember any of the orgs' names right now. It's actually doing my head in. It's actually doing my head in. You could have a set where the mutant orgs from the Time Force and Wild Force crossover, because there's 3 of them, but the set would be the 3 Mute Orgs on one side, and then the 3 Red Rangers in their battleizers, so it'd be like the fight scene from that'd be really dope. And the other one that I thought of is, you could have Master Org in his final form, that evil form, and then all of the civilian Rangers, and make them look like they've been rained on, because it's their last fight scene. I think that'd be really cool too. When it comes to big figs, of course, you gotta do the Wild Force Megazord. That'd be absolutely awesome. Maybe do like a special variant of it, making it Animus, because Animus is like a god, you know, it's like a gigantic being. And then another big fig that I'd definitely do is Master Org, because he does end up being gigantic at the end. Well, there you go. Wild Force Funko Pops. What do you guys think? Well, what would you do if you could make anything into a Funko Pop? What would it be? I want to dive into more of this sort of thing. Things that don't have Funko Pop sets or not complete Funko Pop sets or whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of these ideas. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Let me know if I've missed anything from Power Rangers Wild Force. And of course, if you could turn any Power Ranger season into a set of Funko Pops for people to collect, what would it be and who would it be? I want to dive into more of these, so let me know what I should tackle next. I'm very happy to do so. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell so you don't miss another video from me. I love you all, roar of passion, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.